Hi everyone, welcome to All Things Iceland. My name is Jules. Today is a fun what you can do activity-wise in Reykjavík when it's raining. Now, it's not raining at the moment because it's harder for me to film in the rain, but it's definitely overcast. Now, granted, you could do this also if it's a layover or you just have a day planned in Reykjavík and you're not sure what to do. It doesn't have to be raining, but if you're going to be spending time inside, I think these 5 activities are definitely worth it. And as you can tell from behind me, the first one is gonna be FlyOver Iceland, who I partnered with for this video in order to show you these different activities. This is by far my favorite on the list. I've been fortunate to go here in 2019 with my mom, and it blew our minds how awesome this experience is. So we're just gonna take you inside and show you around a little bit and give you an idea of what this interactive ride is all about that will give you access to parts of Iceland that no one really ever sees. I mean, it's just incredible. And then the experience itself of the ride, so good. So let's go and take a look. So here is the area where we line up in order to go into the ride. But before that, this green screen, you can take an awesome photo in front of some of the beautiful landscapes that you will see on the screen, the huge screen, doing your interactive ride. What I especially love and why I was so excited to partner with FlyOver Iceland is because they really wrap in all together Icelandic history, culture, language, and nature. So there are 3 distinct parts. It's not just the ride, which is awesome, but when you first go in, you are transported into a Viking longhouse, and an Icelandic storyteller actually comes out and is kind of giving you really fascinating information about Iceland and its history. And then you're also transported into the Well of Time. This is when an Icelandic troll takes over and really kind of like gets your senses activated by showing you through music and visuals about Iceland. Last but not least is the ride itself, which physically makes you feel like you are flying over Icelandic glaciers, the highlands, rivers, so many different places. You even see like this one hiker who is up on the top of a mountain that most of us will never ever see unless it's like drone footage or on an airplane, or here at FlyOver Iceland where you don't even have to leave the Reykjavík area to see it. And so I'm so excited to show you some clips of that. And I also love the fact that there's wind, scents, a little bit of mist, so really an all-around experience that makes you feel like you're flying. So I hope you enjoy getting some sneak peeks into this super unique ride and experience in Iceland.
You know, in the old days, people used to take shelter in monkhouses like this. The first Icelanders were Viking sailors.
So our next stop is Whales of Iceland, and one thing that you might notice as I'm going through and showing you these different interactive things that you could do in Reykjavík if you have spare time or on a rainy day is that they're in the Grandi area, and this area is one that has been revived. It's lots of awesome stuff going on, great places to eat, and of course interactive activities like this. And what I love specifically about Whales of Iceland is that they have 23 life-size models of whales. While I think whale watching tours are awesome, the thing is you don't get a picture of what whales look like life-size. And here they have been man-made and hand-painted, and you can even touch them. They're kind of squishy. So I take you inside, you get a sneak peek of those models as well as some interactive stations that they have within the museum. So our third stop is by the old harbor, and this is by no means in order of which you should go to these places. You can pick and choose whatever you like, but I'm here at Sjóminjasafnið, which is the Maritime Museum in Reykjavík. And why this is such an interesting stop is that fishing in Iceland has been important since settlement times, and it's also been the reason why Iceland was able to have prosperity. And at this museum, they've collected a lot of really fascinating artifacts. At the time of filming this, they have two exhibitions, one that's permanent called Fish and Folk, and that is in essence how the ocean formed a nation and kind of going into that history up into modern day. And they also have a temporary exhibit about a Dutch merchant ship that unfortunately wrecked in Flatey in the 17th century. On top of that, they have these guided tours on Odin, which is one of their ships, their Coast Guard ships, that took part in the Cod Wars in Iceland, which I will definitely go in on later episodes about the Cod Wars because it's super fascinating. So behind me is Odin, which is the ship that I had mentioned earlier that was the Coast Guard ship that was part of the Cod Wars. It fought valiantly in that war, or conflict if you want to call it, and so super fascinating. What's great is that they have like different tours so you can actually go on the ship. I'm a little early today in order to go on one of those tours, but I think it would be worth it to be able to tour around one of these ships. So the fourth stop is one that's pretty unique because it's the Northern Lights Center here in Grande, and I've told people time and time again that you cannot see the Northern Lights in summertime. However, there is an exception, because here not only can you learn about folklore regarding Northern Lights in different cultures and even how the Northern Lights work in terms of the science of it, but you can see through like virtual reality goggles and this huge theater Northern Lights any time of the year. So it's pretty cool. I'm gonna take you in there to get a sneak peek of this interactive museum and all the different types of things that you could do if you decide to come and visit this place. The last but certainly not the least of the exciting stops today on this potentially rainy day or just time you have in Reykjavík when you want to do some fun interactive things is to get some ice cream. Of course, this is Iceland after all. And so Valtis ice cream shop, which is behind me, has a nice selection of ice cream for people who are plant-based or eat traditional ice cream. So we're just gonna go on there, get some ice cream and enjoy on this lovely day of adventures. So those are just 5 potential things that you can do that are interactive here in Reykjavík. Specifically, this is in the Grandi area, and it's just a cool place to come. There's even like a food hall, so I definitely recommend checking that out. And I plan on doing a lot more videos in Reykjavík, of course, around Iceland, so make sure that you're subscribed. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with other people who might need some suggestions about fun interactive things they can do in Reykjavík, whether it's a rainy day or you're just planning to be in the city. Thank you again to FlyOver Iceland for sponsoring this video. In the description box below, you can check out a link to FlyOver Iceland. I highly, highly recommend it. So much fun. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.